Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining in this con call hosted by Nomura India to discuss the recent business developments at NBCC. We have with us today Mr. Anup Mittal, Chairman cum Managing Director at NBCC, and Mr. Yogesh Sharma, Executive Director, Business Development. Without further ado, I'll hand over the call to Mr. Mittal for his opening comments, and then we can open the floor for Q&A. Sir?
Good afternoon, friends. And this particular con call is related to recent development related to redevelopment projects in Delhi and environmental related issues raised by some of the organizations. And the National Green Tribunal is hearing the matter, and very soon I'm expecting the disposal of the case. And this floor is open for Q&A. And you can start your questions now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, with this we open it for Q&A interactive session. Should you wish to ask any question, you may press 0 then 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, you need to press 0 and 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, participants, if you wish to ask any question, please press 0 then 1 on your telephone keypad. We have the first question from Mr. Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. Your line is unmuted. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir. Sir, if you could just help us in terms of how much was this orders being planned to be awarded in this fiscal out of this disputed portion? Would there be any impact? Is there any change that is being talked about? I just missed out the opening remarks of yours, so I'm sorry if you have addressed this in the opening remarks as such.
First of all, let me clarify, this is not, I will call disputed project. There was some concern of some of the organizations, though government has given all the clearances, including environment clearances, forest clearance, and all statutory body clearances we got, including cabinet approval. So, but since the matter was raised by some of the organizations, this matter has been filed in NGT, and I'm expecting in next couple of weeks some positive disposal of this case. As far as answer to your particular question related to award of work in this financial year related to these projects, approximately 2,500 crore rupees to 3,000 crore rupees works we were planning to award in this financial year.
So just to continue with that, that amount continues to remain the same, 25 to 30 billion of the awards will be awarded in this particular fiscal. It is irrespective of whether whatever the outcomes from NGT arises.
I'm quite sure that it will happen in this financial year only, and still we have left with the almost 7 months in this financial year.
Sir, my other question is the total amount that we have already awarded to the contractors, that was somewhere around 30,000 crore of that figure. We were planning to add another 10 to 15,000 crore, and we had plans to push this number to a much more bigger number. What is that, if you could throw some color on it, of which the revenue could be recognized, which is more relevant rather than looking probably at the order book as such?
See, we have already awarded 30,000 crore rupees works, and that those projects are in progress. And in this financial year, our target was 10 to 15,000, and still the guidance is the same. And we may increase, exceed this figure. And other than redevelopment projects, some of the projects, like very recently we got, I will give you one example, we got construction of AIIMS project in Bilaspur. So that is only 1 month old project, And I hope in next 10 to 15 months, 10 to 15 days, we will award this work. To start the process of awarding the work, and revenue recognition will also start. You see, particularly this is the last financial year before general elections, and there are a number of projects which has been awarded to NBCC, and we are getting budget from the government, from all the departments to start the project. So that's why I'm sure that we will be able to award the works exceeding 10 to 15,000 crore rupees. As far as revenue recognition is concerned, same guidance is there, that 30 to 35% CAGR will be achieved in next financial year. It means that this financial year, you will see minimum 30 to 35% growth in top line as well as bottom line.
Okay. Sir, there were some news about this Amrapali project that is going to be awarded to you. Is there any clarity on it?
You see, there are a number of projects in NCR, not only Amrapali or Noida or Greater Noida, but now Government of Haryana has also constituted same committee for Gurgaon projects, and NBCC is one of the agencies they have considered for these projects, and we are doing our due diligence for all the projects, and if we see opportunity of something for NBCC, definitely we will pitch into these projects, but definitely as a project management consultant, not as developer. We will not own the company, will not purchase the company. We will act as a project management consultant or development manager on behalf of developers, and there will be agreement between NBCC, developer, and government authority and state government.
Okay, and sir, on the order inflow side, what could be the number that we are working in terms of the critical projects that we have in mind? If you could throw some color on it.
These projects, if I don't consider these kind of real estate projects in NCR, this year I am targeting at least 20 to 25,000 crore rupees projects to be added in our order book.
And which are those critical projects? Like, sir, you may have something in mind. Some big names.
You see, we have already got almost 5,000 crore rupees projects, 2,000 crore rupees in Africa, then AIIMS in Bilaspur. These are major projects I am talking about. Recently, officially we have not received the formal order, but we have somewhere declared that exhibition center in Dubai also. And so that is another project, very iconic building we are planning to construct in Dubai for Expo 2020. So there will be some IIT projects also. Skill Development Ministry is allotting few projects to NBCC. So there.
Hello.
Yeah.
Among the 200 to 250 billion orders that you have talked about, is there any big names as such, critical names that we need to keep monitoring on? Like something Dharavi project, which was, I think it could be about 30-35,000 crore in itself. Some big ticket projects within this order inflow.
Dharavi I have not added. I said AIIMS project in Bilaspur is one, but there will be another one project of AIIMS, maybe Jharkhand or other town. So AIIMS is one, then few IITs, and some projects outside India also.
Okay, so that's it from my side. If there is anything from in the queue, I will get back.
Thank you very much. Before we move to the next question, I would request all the investors, if you wish to ask any question, please press 0 then 1 on your telephone keypad. We have the next question from Mr. Viral Shah from MK Global. The line is unmuted. You may please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Just wanted to understand what is the status on this redevelopment projects. When do we start the construction activity to start in?
You're talking about Delhi redevelopment projects?
Yeah, I'm talking about Delhi redevelopment projects.
I think the project should restart in the month of end of August or first week of September.
End of August or first week of September. Okay, and sir, because this is an unusual scenario where your subcontractors would have not built in when they had bid for such kind of delay. So would they be compensated for the same, or how does that mechanism work?
See, all these projects are fixed rate contracts.
Yes.
And this delay is not more than 2 to 2.5 months. So they will not be paid any escalation or any compensation will be there. So I don't think they have any chance to get any escalation.
Okay. Fair enough, sir. And what is the status on the sales of project flats or residential or commercial complex at Nauroji Nagar?
You see, as far as Nauroji Nagar, we have already sold more than 3,500 crore rupees inventory.
Okay.
And in NBCC Real Estate, last quarter we sold around 100 crore rupees floor plate in Okhla.
Yeah.
This quarter also I am expecting similar kind of sale in Okhla only. And apart that, we may sell some flats in Gurgaon also.
Okay, Gurgaon. Okay. So basically, there is a number of 3,500 crores at Nauroji still remains the same. There is no incremental sale which has happened?
No, we have not started again selling of these.
Okay, when do we expect the launch of this? Maybe additional sale to take place?
End of August.
End of August. Okay, fair enough, sir. Fair enough. And are we still, because there has been a delay or for 2 to 3 months, probably a quarter has gone where your redevelopment projects would have not been contributed to the expected revenue guidance. So still we are maintaining our revenue guidance of 30 to 35%. Are we confident of achieving that?
100%.
Fair enough, sir. So all the best and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have the next question from Mr. Ashutosh from Sharekhan. The line is unmuted. You may please go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, could you guide us on the Wadala project, how the things are going on that? Just one question from my side.
You see, Wadala project, the drawings and design has been finalized and the owner has approved the design. Now, the proposal is under preparation, which is likely to be submitted to local bodies by end of August. So I expect by, say, September end or October end, we'll get all the approval from the local bodies as well as from the Government of India.
And so when you say 30 to 35% growth in your revenue, so you have considered this project as well?
I have not considered revenue from this project. Though I am expecting revenue recognition from this project from the last quarter of this financial year, but we have not included.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That's it from my side.
Thank you very much. I would like to repeat, participants, if you wish to ask any question, please press 0 then 1 on your telephone keypad. I repeat, it's 0 and 1 on your telephone keypad to ask any question. We have the next question from Mr. Satyen from Edelweiss. The line is unmuted. You may please go ahead and ask your question.
What sort of margin are you expecting for this year in terms of EBITDA margin and next year, given the delays in the Delhi project?
You see, our balance sheet for first quarter is under preparation and likely to be finalized very soon. So it will not be fair on my part to give you that guidance. For that, we'll hold another con call in the second week of August after 15 days. But in general, guidance is same that top and bottom line will grow 30 to 35% in this financial year. And for next 5 years also, same percentage as a CAGR.
Okay, so margins in that some 6.5% sort of range for the next few years.
Yeah.
I'm not asking about the quarter actually, I was asking about the whole year.
Yes.
Okay. And in case this project gets delayed by another 2 quarters, for example, what should one expect the top line for this year to be? Assuming nothing comes from Delhi in this year, what do we get? What are we likely to be looking at?
You see, first of all, I am not expecting that these projects will delay so much. But in case, hypothetically, I consider inclined to accept your apprehension, in that case also, the top and bottom line will grow on same percentage, because there are some projects, we are trying to expedite those projects so that our guidance remains same, and you will not see any difference in guidance versus actual at the end of the financial year.
So those projects will then make up the difference in, I guess, the second half of the year?
You see, yes, second half of the second part of this financial year. As I mentioned initially that AIIMS project, for example, which is in Bilaspur, which was awarded only 1 month back, now I am trying to start that project in the month of October. In normal case, that project would have started in January or February. So that is 1,200 to 1,300 crore project. And now we are adopting new technology also to execute this project faster. So whatever difference in case will be there, that will be make up from these kind of projects.
Okay, so you have enough other projects to make up the difference.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. We have the next question from Mr. Srinivas from HDFC Mutual Fund. The line is unmuted.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Can you update us on this Dubai project? What are you doing and what is the scope of NBCC, sir?
You see, after every 5 years or 4 years, internationally, there is an expo, and this time this responsibility has been given to Dubai. This event is much bigger than any Olympic event. So Dubai is preparing venue for hosting this event since last 7-8 years, and all the countries are allowed to make their pavilion there. And India is also has been allotted almost 1 acre land, more than 1 acre land for pavilion, and this pavilion will cost around 500 to 700 crore rupees. So this work has been almost, formal agreement we have not signed, but this work has been awarded to NBCC. And the time period to construct this project is around 18 months, 12 months for construction and another 6 months for interior. So this will start in the month of October in this financial year, and construction will be over next October 19. And finally, with interior, the project will be handed over to Indian government in the month of March 2020.
Okay, so you will be a PMC here.
So we are PMC agency, right from concept to commissioning.
Okay, sir. And sir, what is the update on this 2 other companies that were to be brought under NBCC, HSCC and engineering projects?
You see, we have already submitted bid, and there is substantial progress in that case. And I expect in next 10 days you will hear from government about the decision to give these companies to NBCC. Okay.
And sir, one question is on this Delhi redevelopment project. So, I thought everything is actually moving, and then suddenly we see this setback. So what is the learning and what are we going to do for newer projects based on this experience?
You see, there are a lot of learnings, there is no doubt. But it happens always in construction industry. It's not first time, because since it has happened in Delhi, in center of Delhi, that's why everybody knows about this. But in construction, if you are constructing any highway or port or airport, it happens very frequently. So this is nothing new. We face these challenges all the time. So since it has happened in Delhi, that's why you are so panicked. Otherwise, I don't consider this is a major issue.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind you, if you wish to ask any more questions, please press 01 on your telephone keypad. We have the question from Mr. Rohit Natarajan from Antique Stock Broking. The line is unmuted.
Thank you for this follow-up. So what is the situation of Kakadurma project, sir? Is there any progress that we have made over there?
You see, Kakadurma and Trilokpuri, there are two projects of Delhi Development Authority. And we have finalized and closed our design. Now, final study of traffic and other infrastructure is underway through CBRI. And in another 1 month's time, they will submit their report. And after that, DDA will approve the entire project, and we will be in a position to float the tender by end of this quarter, say September.
So is there any delay that we faced in from having it in the order backlog for some time now?
Sorry, please, I couldn't get you.
Was there a delay in getting this designing and other such things? Because we have this order for some time right now in our order backlog.
You see, this is unexpected delay in this particular case, and there are departments in Government of India or state government. They are totally bureaucratic system. So DDA is that kind of department. That's why this delay has happened. And but since we are in this business, we have to bear with them. But finally, 2 months back, Lieutenant Governor has taken a meeting, and they decided to start this project in third quarter or fourth quarter of this financial year.
Okay, sir. And any progress on this WTC Guwahati and
yes.
anything over there?
Yes. There is good progress. Day before yesterday, I was in Guwahati for that purpose, and probably we'll launch this project for sale in the month of October, 2nd October, or say Dussehra, that is probably on 19th of October.
Okay, sir. And then finally on this Ayurvigyan, any progress over there?
Yes, drawings we have submitted to local body for approval, and tender is already open.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So at this time, we have no further questions from the investors. I would like to turn the program back to the NBCC management for any final or closing comments.
Sir, would you like to make any closing comment?
No, thank you, Amar. Thank you very much. And we'll come back to you in second week of August once the results of first quarter is finalized.
All right, sure, sir. Thank you, everyone, for dialing in, and sincere thanks to the management as well for taking time to attend this con call. Moderator, we can close the call.